How has COVID changed the behavior of home buyers today? Personally, for myself, previously, right, when I look at a home, like I don't really focus too much on like really setting up like a study, because I can go to a cafe or I can go to my office. So I can go to the office to do. But when COVID happened, right, I realized that it's just not going to be that convenient anymore. So I started planning, like all of us probably, you start buying first a study table. Next thing you think, you start buying a big screen, you link your screen, or you go to a company and then you go and unplug your screen, bring home, try to push your office chair home also. Then that's why our friend, like Secret Lab, boom, because everybody suddenly, even you're a gamer or not, is buying a gaming chair because it's just comfortable lah. So people start, when they buy properties, they are more looking towards even allocating a specific area first as a home studio. So even a really small room, it doesn't really matter. If you buy a 2+ study versus you buy a 2-room, I think the plus study has a bit of utility value more than last time. Last time you probably think, oh, maybe I can do another walk-in wardrobe. Now the person is like, hey, maybe remove the wardrobe. I put my studio there, or like my study there. Second, I think balcony as well. 10 years ago, when people buy property, they say, hey, balcony is useless. I mean, I want usable space. I want my glass of the exterior of my building to be at the line of my square footage. That means I don't even want the balcony. But now when people buy the house, or when they look at people that have properties with balcony, then they say, wow, it's like quite nice, because times have changed. If you have to work from home more, maybe you feel like it's very stuffy, you want to get out, you want to go into an open space. I mean, technology has moved. There's now like, zip tracks and things to make that space more indoor, outdoor. The indoor-outdoor feel thing it matters now, because there is that flexibility and that space to kind of get out. Thirdly, I feel that there's a lot more value now towards properties that are linked to big outdoor spaces. Say for example, rail corridor. I mean, if you go to the rail corridor or the green corridor for the matter, right, on the weekend, there will surely be people cycling there. The whole Singapore has, turned into almost like a cycling nation. There will be people doing the activities there. But you realize as you are going on to the rail corridor or green corridor, right, there are certain developments that have access to the corridor itself. The utility value of getting from the condo out into a green space, it allows you to go and expand all your energy that you can't, last time you can just buy a ticket and fly. Probably next year you also can, but it's not going to be as straightforward now like last time where you buy a ticket, you just fly, you come back 72 hours. Now you probably got to do a swap before you come back 48 hours. You got a lot more study to do. But if you spend more time in Singapore, and if you get out of your unit and you have that utility to enjoy that kind of green space, I think people like that and consider that more so than ever. Truly, it's very different. If I may just quote an example of a project. Say for example, Avenue South. If you were to consider Avenue South when it first launched, right, it would probably be that it was a project by itself, it was a big project, it's a reputable developer. Your first mover advantage, you're in that area that is a visionary. It hasn't grown yet. But now the buyer that walks in to look at Avenue South, they maybe will look at, hey, that area that's just connecting to the property, it's on the rail corridor, for example. And then they will be like, oh wow, I can imagine myself living there. I can take my bike and then I can go and cycle, I can run there. The tenants will probably enjoy it as well. So there's a lot more utility value, the investment value, the yield could be also very strong, because these are important. Much as COVID does tilt people towards wanting to buy a bigger space. But what you could do that can really increase the value of what you're looking for out there is really, if you have a mindset that was from the previous, maybe it's good to now consider a little bit more when it comes to like open outdoor spaces, when it comes to like balconies, even when it comes to buying the additional study. That could be the direction going into the future.